Hearts and minds, greeting. We are the Arcturian Council, and we are pleased to connect with all of you. We have an understanding of the way your mind tends to work, and we are here now to help you to get past the loops that you sometimes get in with your minds. Now, everything about you has a purpose, and your minds are no exception. Your minds help you to focus. They help you to come to conclusions, solve problems. What has happened over the years that you spent on Earth is that the mind has become the tool of the ego, and the ego likes to stay in charge. So when we see your minds being overtaxed, asked to do more than they were intended for, we usually see someone who is very attached to their egoic perspective on life. This is why meditation is so important. It is important for you to all feel what it feels like to be free of the loop that you get in with your minds, and it is necessary for you all to also release the limitations that are built into the mind. We recommend that you start using your minds for more of the task of focusing, and we also recommend that you choose very wisely what you are focusing upon. You are also very emotional beings, and you know what feels good to you. So you can be guided by your feelings to choose what to focus upon. It is also important for you to stay present, and so you want to choose to focus on something that is present in your now moment and that also feels good. When you can sense that the mind is creeping in with something to worry about, you can squash that a lot more quickly when you are paying attention to what you are focusing upon and how you are feeling. It's time to hand the keys over to your heart and to the experienced life through that perspective. Your hearts are the tools of your higher selves, and when put to good use, they will enhance your life. They will give you an experience of expansion, love, joy, and everything else that you want to experience. But those of you who already do that are easy to convince. It's the ones who are stuck in the mental loop that we are finding more challenging. But we will get through to you, and we promise. Think galactically. We are extending an invitation to all of humanity, and that invitation is to join us in a co-creative endeavor. We want to experience more of life on planet Earth, and the way that we can have the experiences we want to have is by co-creating with you. Now, we are interested in co-creating with humanity because we see how much potential there is for better living on planet Earth. And so we can both co-create those experiences with you and enjoy them, as bits of your consciousness will be included in the energies that we sent you. Believe us when we say that you are being sent energies all the time, and that there are many beings in the higher realms that want to co-create with you. But we are the ones addressing you now, and we are looking for major projects. We are looking for the most leading-edge co-creations that you can come up with. For example, those of you who want to create a space where beings from other parts of the galaxies can come together with humans and exchange ideas, information, even resources. A structure that could accommodate beings from other worlds, one that could account for the differences between humans and these extraterrestrial beings. This is the kind of project we're talking about. We are asking you to think globally and think galactically because that is the type of project that excites us. Now, we will send you energies that you can utilize for any project at all. We are just indicating to you which ones we would be most excited about participating in and experiencing. Let your imaginations run wild. Celebrating you. We have the perspective on the progress, and we would love for you to share with us. We would love for all of you to be able to see how far along you are as individuals and as a collective. And yet sometimes it is hard for you to acknowledge yourself. We feel that the critical mind will often get in the way of your ability to celebrate how far you've come as individuals, because you tend to focus on what you do not have and what you have not become. It is nice to have goals, it is nice to have accomplishments that you are reaching for, and they certainly do keep you going. They certainly do keep the energy flowing to you and through you, and so it is a very good thing that you are focused on what it is you want to have in terms of skill, gifts, and abilities. And it is also wonderful that you want to be of service and achieve inner peace and to create the reality that you want to create. But stopping and celebrating how far you've come, recognizing the significance of the fact that you are awakened beings on a planet that is ascending, this is something we would like to see more of amongst the humans that we are connecting with. We will acknowledge that there will always be more than you are expanding into, but we will not agree with you when you say that you are blocked for some reason. We will not agree with you when you assume that you must be doing something wrong to not be further along by now, to not have solved all your problems and all the world's problems. If there is something in front of you that is yet to be achieved, it is there for the purpose of keeping you focused and drawing more of that high-frequency love and light through you. You do need to find time in your day to sit, relax, and look how far you've come. Appreciate the person that you are right now, and see the truth about yourselves. You are all doing wonderfully well, and the truth is that you take most of your gifts for granted, rather than celebrating that which you have already become. And so we are initiating the celebration for you. Co-creating with you. We have encountered many of you while you are asleep. Your bodies are asleep, but your conscience never rests. You leave your bodies at night, and you go on many different adventures, including the ones that involve us. We gather information from those of you who come to visit us, and we use that information to assist us in formulating our next transmission. We need to know what you need to know, but more importantly, we need to know how you feel as you move through the challenges of being physical and in the fourth dimension on planet Earth at this time. We are aware of the challenges, but we cannot feel what you feel. So many of you are telling us, and then we transmit energy through this channel and others to do what we can to help. You are receiving the energetic transmissions just as much as you are receiving the words that are channeled. We are going to continue to co-create with those of you who recognize us and recognize yourselves in us, and we're going to invite you to listen with your energetic bodies. We want you to receive the fullness of the transmission. We understand that it is faster for some of you to read what we are transmitting, and you will still receive some of the energetic transmissions when you do. But when you listen to our transmissions, you get the fullness of the energetic transmission, the fullness of what we are offering. We are working with you on many different levels of your beingness, and your mind is perhaps the most shallow level. So while we enjoy having your attention, what we really want to do is to help you vibrate in the frequency that will create the reality that you want to experience. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. End of Chapter 2.